Good morning to everyone and welcome to the new chapter. So today we are going to discuss unit 2 which deals with ontology. In ontology we will see the reference ontology and application ontology. What's ontology? What are we talking about? We are saying ontology. It is a branch of philosophy that studies the concepts such as existence, being, becoming and reality. So we will study about what is existing, what is there, what is being, what does it become, and how are these related to the reality. It includes questions of how entities are grouped into basic categories and which of these entities exist on most fundamental level. So what is ontology? Abstract definition is science of being and belongs to major branch of physics known as philosophy known as metaphysics. So reference and application ontology. What is reference ontology? So there appears to be three central characteristics of reference ontology. So first we will see each one separately and then we will see the difference and similarities between reference and application ontology. The first feature of reference ontology is theoretical focus on representation. So ROs, reference ontologies, are constructed without any particular concern for computational efficiency, how it is represented. So they are themselves full first order logic. ROs avail themselves of the language of full first order logic, arbitrary n-place predicates, full classical negation, unbounded arbitrary nested qualifiers. The focus of reference ontology on representation is most clearly indicated in their generally unapologetic use of full first order languages. The above three features are particularly noteworthy as unrestricted use of any of them can render complete deductive procedures intractable, even undecidable. So philosophical inclination towards realism. The second feature of reference ontology is their inclination towards philosophical realism. So there are two elements of this philosophical realism. One is metaphysical realism and another one is epistemological realism. So what is metaphysical realism? So it is the world. What is reality? What is there in the world that exists objectively in itself, independent of any mind? So according to epistemological realism, the world is knowable by us. So metaphysical means it is what it is. It is existing, whether we know, whether we don't know. Independent of mind, we cannot even think what is there. It is there, but we don't know what it is. But whereas epistemological realism states that we know the world. We are able to see, we are able to objectively define what the world is. Okay. Thus, philosophical standpoint underlying most reference ontology is that the world and its properties are there to be discovered. Okay. We do not know everything, we need to discover. This in turn, that world being objective and knowable puts constraint on what we can say about it. So an RO is right just in so far as it accurately reflects as far as it goes the way the world is. This leads to our third feature of RO, that is methodological emphasis on truth. Okay. Third feature is methodological emphasis on truth. Because our ROs can be wrong, there is a construction of an RO, a good reason to place a strong methodological emphasis on the truth. So this has two practical implications. The central function of ontology is to represent the world accurately and comprehensively. Hence, the quality of ontology is a function of its accuracy and comprehensiveness. So RO is all about getting the world or some important piece of it right. At least we have to picturize how the world looks like. We know some aspects, we know some aspects we do not know. Now, without knowing how the world looks, what are the different elements in the world, the next step we cannot go to or do any other step. So we need to understand, or we need to picturize the world. This is how the world looks like. So that is the concept of this. An ontology of time purports to describe its actual nature, to proffer the metaphysical truth on matters, whether time is discrete, continuous, some combination, whether there are time points or intervals or both. Consequently, the quality of ontology is judged along two dimensions: its accuracy, that is, whether what it purports to be the case is in fact the case, and its comprehensiveness, whether it takes in a sufficiently broad spectrum of facts to be significant.